This is a mech I'm working on for an animation, some type of robot transportation thingy. This is currently what's being developed in Maya. I exported this as an SVG from Illustrator and brought it into Maya to get the general form. I'm working on the parts over here, and this is an image in the background. Let me unfreeze that layer so I could click on it. Which brings up the topic of layers. Off to the right side, if you press Ctrl A, you'll see the attribute editor, and Ctrl A again is the channel box. When an object is selected, you'll see information about that object. On the bottom part, you'll see the layer palette. I want to move all this stuff to its own 3D layer. To do that, click this plus sign right here. That'll create a new 3D layer. Double click that layer, and I'll call it Parts. You can't have spaces in names, so don't put a space. If you need a space, use an underscore. Parts for bot. I'll click on save. And here's this layer. To move the selected objects to this layer, right click on that layer and then pick add selected objects. To hide this layer, V for visibility. The advantage of layers is set layers to be reference, and reference layer means things can't be selected. Currently, all the layers but this layer and this layer are set to be references. To make a layer a reference layer, I want to stop being able to select this part. Let me assign these parts now to this layer under here. Right click, add selected. That turns off and on that layer. T is for template, where it's this wireframe mode, which can be very useful. And then R is just for reference. Can't click on it. This layer that I just created is opened, so that's this layer. This means you can work on that layer, and you could also set to template layer if you just want to quickly switch to wireframe mode without actually selecting wired frame, which is 4 key. And reference, after you click off in the viewport, nothing can be selected. And now it's opened up again for building.